Hello everyone, Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle, and this is your first of 4 fan-requested Friday matchups. 1999 Chris Cormier versus Cedric McMillan, 2012 New York Pro. Both of these guys, in both cases, never hardly ever mentioned in the greatest bodybuilders of all time, but I'm here to tell you, structurally speaking, both of these guys, two of the greatest of all time. Neither one really hit their full max potential, I don't think. But if they did, Cedric McMillan and Chris Cormier would have been untouchable. Untouchable. We're talking better than Dorian Yates, better than Ronnie King Coleman, Phil Heath, you name it. But it was never meant to be. But I think a comparison between the two is a very interesting prospect. Let's go to the muscularity round. And one thing that I did notice in this comparison, the camera angles are tilted so thusly. They're basically on the ground for Cedric McMillan's and not nearly the same for Chris Cormier. So sizing these guys is a very difficult venture. You'll have to use your imagination. I think Chris Cormier, he has some advantages here, such as a better shape of a bicep. He has a rounder, fuller bicep, I think. Well, maybe not fuller, but rounder, more muscle separation. And when you look at his waistline, the abs, he definitely has an edge there. But Cedric McMillan, so big, so big. So these guys, in my opinion, they both fired a shot and they both missed. Cedric may get a slight edge, but this is not a 1-0 situation at all. Front lat spread, and if there's any camera angle that's going to favor anybody here, it is Cedric McMillan's. But Chris Cormier, I think he battles back with that just premium X-frame, guys. He throws those legs in the situation. Love those legs of Chris Cormier. Of course, Cedric McMillan, guys, so big, so filled out. Just impressive. Both of these guys impressing me. I don't know. Maybe an edge to Cedric McMillan coming out of the 2 front shots, but I don't know. It's very, very close. Go to the side chest, and an edge here for sure. Right out of the chute for Cedric McMillan. He's better in the waistline. He's got a bigger, better set of pecs. I mean, very impressive. Taking nothing away from the real deal Chris Cormier. But I think Cedric McMillan is the real deal, and you can really tell the camera angles, like I was saying. Cedric McMillan's head's so small because the camera's way down at his foot. Looks like he's got a little bean head. Anyway, no disrespect meant to the big Mark. Wonder if he ever eats at McDonald's. Side tricep. I believe if there was no edge in the front double by, I could have given a pass on that one as a tie. The side shots, both of them, are going to Big Mac, the army man. Definitely bigger, better tricep. In the side chest, you had a bigger, better set of pecs. Structurally speaking, very similar, but it looks like Cedric may have a little bit of a more premium muscle on those bones. Let's turn around for the back development. And, guys, I think Chris Cormier has a more impressive back development. Now, usually he's losing in the glutes, but Cedric McMillan, he has upside down kitty cat ears for glutes. You know what I'm saying? They're pointy, like vampire things, wings. But anyway, no disrespect meant to him. Look at the hamstrings and the calves on Chris Cormier, not to mention the lat insertions and the traps. These guys, pretty even in the back development, I'm here to tell you. Might even give Chris Cormier an edge. So it's possible that he could come back from this deficit that he is in. Rear double by. Very similar in structure, guys. Very similar. Both of these guys have tremendous back developments. Aside from the glutes, I mean, if you're not a glute lover or a glute fan, this is your match. I mean, these guys are the greatest. Look at the lat insertions in both cases. A little tighter of a Christmas tree area, I guess you could say, for the lack of a better term, for Cedric McMillan, maybe more muscle separation in the traps. I apologize. So it's pretty close. Maybe an edge to even Chris Cormier if you're going to give him a gift. And coming out of the back shots, going to the ab and thigh. And usually you do not hand Cedric McMillan a loss in the ab and thigh. But usually his opponent does not look quite so good and as crisp as Chris Cormier. I mean, tell me the truth. Have you ever seen a better ab and thigh? I think I did the video on the ab and thigh, and didn't Chris Cormier? I think he even won. It's that feathering in the quad. I like muscle separation in the quads, certain poses, front shots, things of that nature. But guys, in the ab and thigh, feathering in the quads, oh, it's like butter on toast. Oh, wouldn't that be good? Butter on toast. My God, raisin bread. Anyway, guys, the ab and thigh goes to Chris Cormier. Now, is it going to be enough if I do give Chris Cormier this ab and thigh and the most muscular? In which case, my soul. Chris does look good here. Is this enough to come out of that deficit that he was in? It wasn't like he was losing in the front shots. He was in the side. But in my firm belief, Chris Cormier is winning the last two shots. I mean, this most muscular of Chris Cormier, look at those pecs. Of course, that tilted camera angle, not favoring, I don't think, the most muscular. So if it was helping Cedric McMillan in the ab and thigh, or rather the front lat spread, front double by, it's hurting him here in the most muscular. Anyway, guys, I think I gave an edge to Chris Cormier in the back development. It's a very tight decision, guys. Both of these guys, I'm very impressed with their physiques. Wow, imagine being able to just put yourself into this body, this physique, either one of these guys, for just a few minutes to walk into the gym and say,
everybody, look at my way, because I am bigger and better, and I am smarter too. I am very most muscular. Look at how most muscular I really am, truly defined. Well, come on. It is Fan Request Friday, and I even got a request for a Arnold impression. Come on! It apple strudel and pumpling dumplings.
Chris Cormier, he is your winner of this comparison. I apologize there. At the end, may have went a little, I do that very often on Fan Request Friday. I'm sure you guys will all forgive me. I am all business when it comes to the updates, things of that nature, for the Romania Muscle Fest Pro.